Before using your fresh new pads and rotors, it's important to bed them in properly. Hawk recommends doing 10 stops from approximately 35 miles an hour down to about 5 miles an hour, and then 3 pretty aggressive stops from about 45 down to 5. After you hit those stops, things are going to be pretty spicy in the brake area, so you're going to want to take your foot off the brake, be careful not to drag the brake pedal, and coast for a little while to let things cool down. Once things have gotten cooled down, find somewhere you can stop and park, and be sure you don't touch the parking brake. Alright, I'm going to go bed in our brakes now. One thing that's important to note is you're going to be doing a lot of stopping and going in a quick succession, and you want to do these stops as close together as possible. So make sure you find a nice straightaway where there's not going to be any people around and you're not going to be freaking anybody out. I think I found a pretty good back road over here. We'll use that. Alright, so I'm going to bring the car up to 35 miles an hour, then hit the brakes, and slow down to 5. Speed back up to 35 miles an hour, and slow down to 5. That's 3, so I'm going to do 7 more of those, and then we're going to move on to the aggressive stops. Alright, now that we've done our moderate stops, I'm here cruising about 45 miles an hour, and I'm going to slam on the brakes fairly hard and not come to a complete stop, maybe about 5 miles an hour. Do that 2 more times. So here we go, hold on. Do that 2 more times. That's it. Now that my brakes are bed in, I'm going to cruise pretty slowly here. I'm going to try my best to keep my foot off that brake pedal. You don't want to drag that brake pedal because those brake pads are real hot right now, and letting those sit can deposit brake material onto those rotors and cause what's called rotor warp. We want things to be nice and even. Try and stay off the brake pedal here. Just coast slowly, make this turn, and we'll let things cool down. Once you've driven on the brakes for a while and gave them a chance to cool, kept your foot off that brake pedal, slowly come to a stop, put your car in park, and let them rest for a couple of minutes. We want those brake rotors to become completely cool to the touch, but I wouldn't recommend touching them to find out. Alright, I've given my rotors about 15 minutes to cool. I think we're good to go.